right, guys. Season finale of Last of Us is this upcoming Sunday, but tonight we're going to cover episode 8, When We Are in Need. So let's get into this.
What's going on, y'all? I got Puma,
Tony T.
You got Charles.
the future, as always. And Bucky is on the ones and twos in the back, holding it down. Oh man, oh man, oh man. We're at the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
One episode left, but man, they hit us. They hit us on this one.
Very hard.
Very hard, right? I mean,
It was.
now you got to see it.
I managed to see it yesterday. Oh, today.
Today,
I watched
right?
It, yeah.
I saw it last night when it came out. Well, let's dive into this.
Yeah.
So this episode actually continued from episode
7.
6.
Oh, jump.
6, because episode 7, which you
Was a
didn't see,
prequel.
was like a prequel of what happened to Ellie. But this literally
So I have a question. So he got bitten in the stomach.
not bit. He got stabbed.
He got stabbed.
So, but it looked like somebody bit him.
Yeah, but it was like a knife.
When
wound.
something went through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
a knife
it was a bat he broke.
Or the
And
bat.
then-
Sorry,
Yeah.
thank you. It was a bat. That's why it wasn't like a perfectly angled.
It's the little
cut.
edges of the bat. that was
Edges of the
broken.
bat. Yeah, the handle. So he got wounded, right? So now, we pick up where that left off, where
Yeah.
Ellie sewed him up, and he's recovering. He needs food, water, medicine, and Ellie's by herself. So this is kind of like the game, right?
This is a very crucial part of the game, actually.
Right, where you actually
become and you play Ellie,
as Ellie,
and you have to learn basically. This is trial by fire.
trial by fire.
So she got to learn how to hunt, which they showed that.
Yeah.
You know, when she was trying to pick off the deer.
Right. So this starts off. She you know what? They need food. They need to get something. So she takes the rifle,
Yeah.
goes out into the snow. I mean, that shit looked frigid, yo. It's so cold in this episode. Because I forgot we're in there in like Idaho, or Iowa or something. I don't know. It's cold. It's cold as fuck. And she's hunting, and she actually like boom. 12-point buck. What I don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
I'm acting like I know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Probably was like a 30-30 bullet.
Yeah. Well, see, he knows. He's the gun dude. He
Yeah.
knows. He sees that. And wounds the deer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she tries to chase it down, but another party finds the deer.
Yeah.
And who we get to see is a gentleman named David, and another guy who come from another town, and we get to see their background a little bit. They're like religious freaks. Like he's trying to preach to these people,
Yeah.
but everybody's
You know who
quiet.
reminds me? The
Yeah.
priest.
Yeah.
Book Eli.
Book of Eli.
Because he wants the book.
Yes.
You can
He wants the
control,
Bible so he can control
the people.
everybody.
That
That's
was humanity.
basically, and that's
Scary.
actually a very good observation, because that's kind of what he's doing. Because later in the episode, he actually says, he's like, I don't really believe this. I didn't believe religion before.
Yeah.
I use it now, but to
But it's
control
a
the
warped.
people.
It's a warped.
It's a warped-
It's his version of it. Like he's the
Exactly.
god of it.
Yeah.
So
Because he's trying to control these people, right?
Yeah.
And
that we don't know yet though.
that we don't know anything about, but we do know this: they're hungry. They have no food. They're giving them food, but it looks raw. It looks it did not look good.
oh, we're gonna get to that.
I just want to make a comment though.
Yes.
You know his number 2.
Yes.
You know who he is, right?
Yes.
Who is
His number 2 is actually Joel.
He's
From the
voice
game.
actor.
Oh,
Joel.
really?
He's
Yeah.
the voice
I didn't know
actor.
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Play Joel. Yeah. They showed that.
I
in
missed that.
Yeah.
You should recognize his voice.
I don't recognize.
Well, but no,
it.
they
he didn't-
use his normal
Yeah,
voice.
he's a
Oh.
normal voice. Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't use his Joe voice. That would have been
That'd be
cool,
cool,
though.
yep.
That would have been cool. So they're looking out for food, looking
Yeah.
for deer, and they find Ellie's kill.
Yeah.
And they're about to take it, and Ellie's like, "Fuck that, back off!" And she's fucking telling
That's
them
just
off.
like the game.
Just like the game, right? And they're like, "Well, you can't carry this by yourself." You go, "We'll do a trade. You know, I need to feed my people." And it's like, maybe we'll give you something. And she's like, "You got medicine? You got medicine?" And fake Joel, I'm gonna call him fake Joel because that's who he is, right?
No.
Real Joel, but
Counterfeit. Joe.
counterfeit Joel, counterfeit Joel,
His name is James.
James. Okay, well, James, it's another J. It's like, no. Why are we gonna do that? And because he knows what they're up to.
Of course.
But we don't know yet, as the viewer don't know this. And he's like, "You need medicine? We have medicine. We have penicillin. We'll get to you." He'll leave. He'll go get it. We'll go take this deer, and once he comes back, we'll do a trade. And that's what happens. And they start talking, and I don't know. This is where
Yes, kind of freaky.
David, the character, starts kind of like trying to talk her into like being part of their group.
Yeah.
trying to convince her, and she's like,
He's a very sick man.
yeah. And she kind of knows right away. It's like, no, I don't trust anybody, especially in this fucking world. You don't trust anybody. And then James comes back with the gun pointed at her, and he's like, no, don't do anything to her. Give her the medicine, right? And she leaves the food and takes the medicine to go back to save our Joel.
But I thought they were supposed to go half.
They were, but she just didn't trust them, and she rather have the medicine. She cared, you know,
Ran
what?
away.
She felt like she needed to save Joel,
Yeah.
and that's what she did. She went back, and that's when we find out, like, oh, you were with the guy, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
That they're actually looking
But
for.
how's the part that kind of I didn't say the last episode.
Yeah.
But how they knew that she was with him
Because what we found out in the beginning of this episode was
on the
that
7th or the
no, in this episode was like one of the little girls in his camp, her father had died, right?
Which was one of the guys that attacked them at the university.
There it
so
is.
died or murdered.
Died. Well, murdered technically.
yeah.
I mean,
He was-
we're talking semantics here, right?
Yeah, he was protect. He was trying to-
unalived.
Yeah.
No, I didn't,
Well,
I didn't say last episode.
Joel-
No, but it was
no,
that 2
but
episodes
Joel
ago.
was trying to protect Ellie,
Yeah.
and with that, he ended up stabbing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel had to kill him, but he got stabbed in the process. And the man he killed was with
the one of the daughters.
yes.
The daughter's
Yes.
or the father of that daughter that wanted to get him killed.
Yeah. See, we're not trying to get confused too much.
Yeah, didn't that girl say, like, why don't you kill him? And then he got mad and slapped her.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But that shows you how much he's trying to control these people and make them or follow his orders, right?
Don't question his orders.
Don't question his orders, exactly. But yeah, anyways, that's where you find out that this group is part of the group that stabbed Joel.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to that later. But she goes and saves Joel. She doesn't know what, dude. I'm like, she has the syringe full of the medicine. She doesn't know, and she puts it in his,
If you're a guy's
stomach.
That cracks me up. He's like, "Where do I put it?"
I know. Can I be honest? Like, I wouldn't know. Like, I was thinking put it in the veins
I
or
would
something.
Yeah.
I would just put it like right here
In the shoulder,
right
in the
there.
butt, turn around, put him in the buttocks, like you do when you're like in.
But I mean, he wouldn't feel it, so it wouldn't really matter.
Right, it would have mattered, but she stuck him in his stomach where he was stabbed.
Well, it worked.
It worked. The thing, it worked, but he was recovering very slowly.
That's how it in the game too. Just
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I think at that point you probably would need a IV, no? Because your body's so weak.
Yeah, he didn't have any food.
No.
I mean, he did have water because there was snow, and then you could see that she melted the water.
Yeah.
The snow to make water to give to him. So I know he had at least water. There wasn't food, so he's weak. He's not feeling well, and this at this point where David and his group
Yeah. Are
looking-
start looking for him.
because he wants her.
Yeah.
And he specifically says, do not harm her. Do what you can kill him off. To do what with him, we don't know yet. Not until a little bit later. And this
I was just impressed how Joel was he managed to actually get two and make them hostages in his condition.
in his condition, right?
I mean, he was ambushing all of them. That's the thing. Like he was able to hide away from them.
he
and
was
be able
he was very.
Well, the thing was, like, Ellie told her, like, they're coming. There's people coming. Gave him the knife. It's like,
Yo,
if
Barry,
somebody
open it.
comes in, like, they're not friends, kill them. And she runs away, tries to get them to follow her, and they
That
shoot
part I
her.
didn't think was so smart on her part.
Well,
There was too many guys, people.
she ran the wrong way. I felt
Yeah.
like she ran around the
them.
guys in an open field, and they sniped the horse.
that's the way it was supposed to happen.
in the game. Yeah, but I mean, we're
They're
talking
just-
besides
they're
the
just
game.
They're
like,
just telling the story very well.
yeah,
at
I'm
this
just
point.
saying, like, don't you hate this? This is what I'm talking about. Like in certain shows, like, that's a fucking dumb move.
Yep.
Go the other way, right?
of course.
But even though that's the game,
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck, yo? Like, go the other way. But anyways, she gets knocked out. They want to kill her because they killed their friend, and he's like, no, she's coming with me, and takes her, and she
He fired a shot to stop them.
Yes, and saves her for his own wants and needs, apparently, and throws her in a cage, right?
Yep.
And-
he saw something in her that reminded him of him. That's the thing.
Well, he
was impressed of how she was.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
she kind of had
Resourceful. She was on her own.
but she was also as dark as he was.
that too.
right, but ultimately he wanted her for him to be his wife, And that's where this is like, what the fuck? You're just
sick,
a
bro.
14-year-old kid. And he's interrogating her. And that's when she realizes, like, she tries to give him food. And she realizes, like, that's fucking
Human.
That's
human.
people, bro.
That's people. They're
They
eating
eat
people.
It's Tuesday, right?
They say
Yeah.
that. They said that in the video.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
She
They're,
said that.
They're cannibals. Or they turned into cannibals.
surprise, surprise. These.
I'm sorry. I go back to the book in LA. It was same part too. They were eating people, those old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's how they were saying.
we're gonna make some sandwiches.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like that's not sandwiches.
No, I mean there's a lot of like mirror images with that. So that I mean, like I said, that's a good observation because they're eating people. They are starving. They said that it's venison, it's deer, but nah, they were feeding their people human flesh.
Oh, they did bring the deer though.
Oh, they did bring the deer also, but then
But it was just a cover up for the deer.
what do you mean?
Like, oh, we brought the deer. It's supposed to be go eat the deer, but they're eating human.
They're eating both.
They're gonna eat both. Yeah.
The point is they're starving.
They're finishing
So-
off the human, and then they're gonna go for
and
the
they're
deer.
gonna go for the deer, right? And then when they were feeding the people, like that's when you started when they're feeding their group with like the soup with like that raw meat.
That
looking-
shit in the middle. Yeah.
Oh, yo, not cool. But yeah, David tells her like, oh, I see something in you, like you said, and she kind of like lulls him in a little bit, and fucking.
Well, she understood at that point what it is, what
Yeah.
he wanted.
Yeah.
So she's like, let me
And
fuck
she-
this fool up a little bit.
What did she bit him in the hand?
No, I think she broke his finger.
Oh, broke his finger
broke his
and then
finger first,
bit his
yeah.
hand
That's later.
and tried to get the key.
No, that's later actually.
Oh, that's
That's
later.
later.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
no. The biting of the hand was later.
Because
biting the hand
they
was
tell him,
later. Yeah,
when they asked where's your name,
yeah.
well, tell my name is fucking Ellie. So the people know he broke his fingers.
Yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, that was brutal. She's fucking badass.
was good.
But she's getting beat up in this, man. She got smacked around.
Trial by fire, man.
Trial by
She
fire.
made it out.
While this is happening, Joel captured two of the guys, right? Interrogated them. I mean, Joel's fucking brutal, yo.
brutal, dude.
Joel is brutal. He's like trying to get information, and the guy like basically gives it up because he knows he doesn't want to die. And Joel's like, "No, fuck you." Like he knew he felt like it's the right answer, so he killed the guy.
The story in this one was very good. They stuck to the game
Yeah.
mostly all the episode.
Right.
So 80% at least.
Yeah.
And the fact that he killed the other dude is like, he said, "But why'd you kill him? He gave you the right answer." He goes, "I know. I don't need you.
I trust him. I don't need you.
I trust his answer." Oh man, like
Ugh.
Gangster Joe, man, Gangster Joe. So at this point, we're thinking, okay, Joe's alive. He knows where Ellie's at.
Yeah.
He's gonna save the day, right? Right? Joe's gonna be the hero. You're
You
gonna
think?
You think?
You
You
think.
think? So we go back to Ellie with David and James, right? And he's like, "Fuck this little bitch. You had your chance. Now we're gonna chop you
What
up
did
and
you
eat
call
you."
it? You call it pieces?
Pieces?
You said pieces?
Pieces?
That's what he said.
Reese's
Pieces?
Pieces?
What'd you call it? Pieces?
Pieces? Yeah.
Pieces?
And of course they're gonna they put her on the table to like chop her up to skin her, to eat her, whatever they're gonna do. And that's
when she bit him.
that's when she says, she screams out, "I'm infected."
I'm infected, right?
Yeah.
"I'm infected." And then he's like, and then she pulls out the arm and he's like, "Oh shit, she's really infected." And David's like, this can't be right. But he put the hatchet down. She takes the hatchet, smacks James in the fucking neck. Gangster shot.
Bye, Fake Joel.
Bike fade Joel. bites David, runs off, gets shot at, but doesn't get hit.
And then it goes into the boss fight.
And then Goss in the game,
You do remember?
I remember this is one of those moments in the game where you're like, fuck, how am I gonna beat this dude? I'm a little girl.
Yeah.
And the whole
Place is falling
place
apart.
is burning. Like I remember like vividly, like that's one of the best parts of the game. And he's like, we could reestablish the earth with. She was saying some crazy, like
Yeah,
David,
he's
some
insane.
twisted, insane stuff,
Yeah, some culty shit.
some culty stuff, man.
I'm trying to remember the word. They're trying when something is destroyed, they're trying to rebuild it again. Utopia.
Oh, Utopia.
Yeah, they're trying.
He was trying to make his new Utopia, right? He wanted to make his new flock because he
Yes.
called his people his flock.
He's the sheep. No, he's the
Shepherd.
Shepherd,
Right?
What is it? Sheeples.
And this
Sheeples.
is sheeples. And while this is happening, Joel's getting to the town. He finds
at this point you're still rooting like
Joel's gonna come on. Joel's gotta save her. Joel's gotta save her, and he finds the horse dead. He finds people hanging, they're eating.
Her backpack.
He finds her backpack, and he's searching for her. But you know what? This game, man, this part of the game, this is the part that gets you because.
But you think he will be strong enough to fight him?
It doesn't matter because it didn't matter.
No, I'm asking your opinion.
I don't know because that's not the point.
We didn't. Yeah. That wasn't the point.
It's not the point. The point of this right here is Ellie was able to handle her own.
Ellie went ham.
Yeah, she found a knife. She was hiding, dude. When she was hiding, going through the little doors, that's game, right?
Yeah,
that's straight game.
Hiding behind the tables, the way she attacked them, that's all part of the game.
And then she stabbed him, knocked him down, and I don't know what did she pick up to
the hatchet.
The hatchet. Oh,
well, first of all, he's saying, "Oh, we go make some love." That's her.
I know that. yeah. But she got him, and dude, she went ham, yo. She it's one of the most brutal.
Yo, it was a disturbing. I gotta say, it was a disturbing scene because he was on top of her.
Yes, he was on top of her. Yeah.
I don't know what.
No, he was gonna rape her.
She was able to turn the tables, and I was happy about that. The thing is, though, how many times? Did she?
She went
overkill.
She went overkill.
Like it did not stop.
But it was understandable overkill.
Yeah,
she was absolutely. She went over range.
Absolutely.
No, I know. But
and I mean,
it's crazier than a Tarantino movie.
And that's what I'm saying. And then, regardless if you played the game or not, this moment your mouth just goes like
what the fuck?
Like it's insane. It's insane. And she escapes. And she's bruised. She's beat up. She doesn't know where she's at. And that's when Joel comes from behind and grabs her, and she's like spazzing out, thinking it's one of the guys, psycho guys, right? And realizes it's Joel, and that's when Joel says, "No, it's okay, baby girl," and hugs her, and she realizes who it is, and Joel said exactly what he said to his daughter Sarah.
Yep.
In the first episode.
I actually thought he was gonna say Sarah.
That would have been crazy, but he called her baby girl, and she relaxed, and she felt safe in his arms again. And bro, if you didn't feel anything there, then this is not the show for you. This right there tells you like all you need to know about these two characters, that they care about each other. At this point, they're family, and they cannot live without each other.
Right, but at this point, also after what Ellie went through, what is she gonna recover from it, or is she gonna continue that? This whole world is traumatizing, right? I mean, every episode has been a lesson in like trauma, right? So down to Frank and Bill, down was it Sam and what was the other guy? The two brothers in the city.
Henry,
the deaf kid, Henry and Sam, right? Everything. Even the boss. I forgot her name already. But losing her brother. Yeah, I know. He's gonna look it up. My point being is like all the characters up to this point have shown trauma, have shown pain, have shown suffering. But the one thing that keeps you together is the people that you love. Yeah. And that's what this show is trying to tell us is like keep the people that you love close because you don't know how long you might have with them. True. I don't know if they're trying to give us a warning about what might happen in the future to one of these characters. Possibly Joel. Right?
And if you don't feel this, you're a monster.
You're a monster. But that leaves us to the ultimate episode.
Change a little bit.
Yeah.
All the scene that went through, was there clickers in the game? No, just people.
Yeah. So you brought this up that this show, even though it's in the world of cordyceps and clickers and bloaters, we haven't seen that many in these episodes.
Well, they're far in the middle of like almost nowhere.
Right, but I'm talking about in all these episodes that we've seen, like there's only been a few, whereas in the game we see a lot more.
True.
Right.
But in this particular scene, no, it's just people.
Yeah, this part.
So they cannot survive in the winter. I mean, in weather, cold.
Like
weather.
Honestly, I would have loved to see how it happened with Joel in the game, where he actually had to work all his way over there. You would think remember in the game we were thinking we're gonna get up to here and we're gonna finish this guy, right?
Yeah.
And it happened just like the show.
Yeah.
Like we did all that shit and then we get there and like, oh fuck, it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's insane. But that leads us to the last episode, the season finale.
Just
one more thing.
Yeah. Her name's Kathleen.
Kathleen. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
She wasn't in the game. She was made for the show.
Yeah.
But again, the same story of her losing her brother.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why she was trying to find everybody and kill people, because she lost somebody that she cared about. So again, it's about family. It's about taking care of the people that you love. And as you can see right now, like these two characters,
which also distorts, reality, and people's mindsets are different because, they care about somebody, but they want to go far and beyond what they should be doing.
Well, that's the world they live in.
But that's the world they live in.
This is the situation.
There's no justice no more.
There's
no more justice.
Yeah,
it's just open for everybody.
It's anarchy in some ways,
Yeah.
and then the order is distorted order with Fedra, and then we got cannibals, and we got these hunters. I mean, this is a lot of dangerous.
Keep meeting new things.
Yeah, dangerous situations. But at this point, I think they're gonna finally reach where the Fireflies are supposed to be, right?
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
They showed a glimpse of
the next episode. Very small.
Very small. It was quick.
They didn't show much. But I'm excited to find out how this season ends.
And that'll be the last one, right?
That's the last one for this season. And sounds like there's almost no way there's not going to be a season 2.
Oh, they already did. They already
100% season 2. But we got to see how this season ends. So we'll be back with you next week
for the season finale.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 episode. This was 10 out of 10 episode.
Good.
Guaranteed. Yeah, one of the best things I've seen on TV in a long time. So that's Mike.
I would agree. That's good.
All right.
I think you're biased. I think you're biased.
No, this was good. This was good.
No, I agree.
All right, guys. Like, subscribe, follow, and we'll see you on the next one.
Good night.
Late.